My name is Mara Liz Rivera. I am pastor at First Presbyterian Church in Winneconne, Wisconsin. I have been pastor at Winneconne for 13 plus years. Last year, I was able to attend the Revitalizing Congregations conference through webcasting. As a result of that, I was able to get to know Ed Cruz and be able to have him consult with our session, as well as do some mentoring with me and be able to do some coaching. The result has been very positive. We were able to put together a plan where I could talk to our session about doing some visioning, and it has been a lot of fun to be able to do that. In the fall, our congregation leaders got together. We talked about stories of faith. We talked about how we learn stewardship, who were the important people in our lives. The result of that was that the session decided to do a retreat in January, and at that January retreat we were able to identify the core values of our congregation, and we were able to talk about what process we could use to be able to have the congregation meet and be able to discern what it was that God was calling them to be about. At our congregational meeting 2 weeks after the retreat with the session, we asked the congregation to go into the community and to ask questions as to how our congregation could make a difference in the lives of our community and in the life of our community, and what kinds of things still were needed in the community that we might be able to provide. The results were very interesting. The superintendent of school was interviewed, other leaders of the community, including the police chief, and some counselors at the school, principals at the school, Chamber of Commerce, excuse me, the chair. And what we discovered was that our community does some wonderful things and for one another. The only issue is that there has been a tendency of duplicating resources. When we got together as a session to debrief one another as to what we discovered, we then excuse me, got together and asked, so what can we do within the context of the congregation, in terms of building up the congregation, within the context of the community and reaching out to the community, and the context of how we could reach the world. And as a result of the congregational meeting, the second congregational meeting, gathering all of the ideas and suggestions, the congregation chose very wisely, I believe, to use their talents and to be able to put together certain things that really coincided with our core values. And so for the congregation, in terms of building the congregation, we were able to put together an adult education class that lasted for about 6 weeks. That was very well attended. The Connections team is beginning to do a series of small groups as well to be able to reach out to the congregation and develop the congregation from a faith perspective. We also have taken the initiative of working with the Winneconne Thrift and Gift Shop. It is a thrift shop for the community. We are volunteering once a month, the fourth Saturday of the month. We average between 6 to 12 people volunteering on that Saturday. We've committed for the rest of the year. The other thing that we have done for the community is that we have decided to team up with a group of churches, all of which are from different denominations, and we will be providing a community meal for all the community. The churches have gotten together. We will be hosting the first one. They will be hosted basically in our church building because it is accessible and people know where we are. And so we will be in charge of the first meal, and that would be May 1st. And the other congregations will be helping us with the serving and that kind of stuff. And then on a quarterly basis, the other churches then will take responsibility to do a meal themselves. We also challenged ourselves to be able to raise more money for the One Great Hour of Sharing. We set up a goal of $1,000. As of Palm Sunday, we had surpassed that by over $200, and we were expecting another 200 or so during Easter. And so we have begun to meet the goals that we had talked about. And in the midst of that, I have been in consultation with Ed Cruz. He's given me some wonderful insights to be able to do the ministry and the visioning. The visioning, it was really interesting. The session was able to select a scripture text, a theme for the 2014 year. And what I did is I put together a report that we would put on a wall of our church. So when you first walk in, there is this wall filled with papers that talk about the vision, that talk about the mission statement, that talk about what we have accomplished thus far. And that was a piece that Ed Cruz really said to me that was really important. That is, it's important to write down and inform the people what you have already accomplished. Not what you're going to do, but what you have accomplished. Because you can plan all you want, and if it doesn't come to fruition, people won't believe what you're doing if you say you're going to do it. So when you report that you've done it, then folks basically get excited about that. We've had some wonderful people step up to the plate. We call them champions, and they've recruited their own folks. My role really has been to be the cheerleader, to encourage, to resource. But I basically have stepped back and have empowered the congregation to do mission. It has been really exciting. One of the pieces that I have been able to work with the congregation is to understand that the success of a church is not measured by the people that come on Sunday morning or the people that are on the rolls. The measure of success truly is whether the church is truly living out the mission, the vision that God has set for that congregation. And frankly, I think we are headed in the right direction, and we are being faithful to Jesus Christ. I'm so thankful for the opportunity to have gone or to have experienced the Revitalizing Congregations event last year, to have conversations with Reverend Ed Cruz, and to be able to celebrate with you the reality that the church is alive and well, and that the Church of Jesus Christ will be here for centuries to come. May God bless you, and I hope this has been helpful to you. This is my story, and I'm sticking with it. May God bless you. Bye-bye.